Yodi ho ho ho, what's going on everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to be taking you on a tour of the 2026 Riverstone Legacy 442 MC, the man cave, baby. And this is one of my all-time favorite floor plans. And in this one, you're not going to see too many overall changes. However, they flipped the kitchen around a little bit to, I think, making it a little bit more conductive to everyday life. You might remember last year's model. It was basically one line of one wall of basically just straight storage. Well, they flipped it up and kind of made it more traditional. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button, drop a comment and say hello. We're going to probably be spending about 15 to 20 minutes or so on this tour. Give you a nice little interview, or a nice little overview to see if this is something that interests you enough to maybe go check it out or give somebody a call. If you guys need some help, I'll put a link for Funtown RV down in the description, along with all the specifications. I'm talking about the length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, all that good stuff. But I think you guys are going to really like it. If you haven't seen this floor plan before, it is unlike anything you've seen before. It's a 1.5 bath, kind of 2-bedroom-esque. It's got a drop-down bed in the back. Very cool. I think a lot of people could use this RV, whether it's for a living room or for the secondary bedroom. But right off the bat, just want to give a shout out to Riverstone Legacy for this paint job. I mean, they've got a couple different options. I think back when I was selling them about 2 years ago, I think they have 4, possibly 5. Like right there, you got kind of your steel gray looking. This is, I think, called Scarlet, I believe, or at least it was, you know, back in the day when I was slinging the old sled skis. But man, they do a really great job with their paint. It's also going to be trimmed and cut and buffed, but it's a 4-time clear coat as well. So it has a really like automotive style finish to it. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling, frameless windows. I love the soft glow that you get under there. And this one in particular has the 4-camera safety system as well. So there'll be one on either side, over the door and up on the back. We'll get to that here on the exterior portion of this tour. But one thing that I really like about Riverstone, it's going to be a high-end premium brand, and it's got you know, kind of no BS features as far as the fact that it has a 3-inch thick wall. A lot of your luxury fifth wheels, you know, like your Jayco Pinnacles or your Brinkleys, they're still using the 2-inch thick. So having that 3-inch thick walls is really going to help out with more of that full-time kind of living. You got your bedroom and bathroom right up here. I'll give you a quick little snapshot of that. Kind of basic up there, but I'll tell you what, this thing is pinkies up. It's highfalutin. It's got everything that you need. Love the waterfall finish there on that island. But since this is the MC, since it is the man cave, I'm going to start back in the back and work my way up towards the bedroom. But what do you guys think about the dual opposing slides? Now, if you're not a fan of the brown decor, they do have a lighter one, and it's in probably one of the most memorable names I've ever heard. It's called Slumbering Sloth. And when he said that, I thought he was joking with me, but that's actually what it's called. So you have, like, I think you have this brown decor, and then you have Slumbering Sloth. And the reason why it is because it's actually a Sherwin-Williams paint job. Like, you can go to a Sherwin-Williams store and say, hey, I need the Slumbering Sloth color. And then boom, you can paint it up. It's kind of like an off-white kind of gray. But I like the brown. I think a lot of the industry is going so light and bright that sometimes having something a little darker will mix it up. But like I said, 442 MC. So this is where kind of the man cave comes from. Of course, it can be not just a man cave, but anyone's cave. Anyone's cave can be in this. So what's cool about this is actually a drop-down bed. You got the seat belts right there. It's going to be it's a metal frame still too, so you can put on quite a bit of weight, but it's on those motors. It lowers down. I'll show you here in just a second. Oh, it's secondary pull-out sofa, so you could have 2 queen beds back here if you want. And then, of course, you have your power recliners, and these are soft. They're cushiony, very comfortable furniture that you would expect from a high-end luxury unit. And then you have the flip down. I call this kind of cuddle mode, but then you have kind of the drinking mode where you'll get a couple more cup holders. So you got 4 cup holders to peel off a couple drinks, extend and retract with the push buttons, and then the USB. Emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. They're also going to be dual pane safety glass windows as well. But you see you got the half Dracula and the full Dracula. You know, stop the old skin from sizzling. You know, keep some nosy eyes out. But I love the wood valances that they have. And they even have kind of the glass insert, which, babe, if you're watching, I love you. Overhead cabinetry, real hard wood, like from a tree, not pressboard. You know what I mean? And then, bada bing, bada boom, baby, the soft close. So I love to see it. So right here, You got a mirror to show off the old bowling gun, baby. But you also got yourself a little TP holder. Maybe like a towel or something could go there. Porcelain foot flush throne. It's not the largest half bath, but it's cool to have a half bath back here. Because again, you might be using this to sleep the grandkids or that funkle down at the campground. You got a little ladder to help you get on top of the bed. And then, you know, right here is going to be your entertainment section. So fireplace to keep you nice and roasty and toasty. Those things are beefy. I mean, they're 4,800 BTUs of heat. In a room this size, there's almost no circumstance that you're going to put that up to full blast. I've been in probably 1,500 RVs with those fireplaces. And I'll tell you what, every time they're on, no matter how cold it is, I end up turning it off. Because it is just so much heat coming out of it. But it's great. Because if it's 45 degrees out, pretty much put that on and you're ready to rock. So this is going to be their Murphy pantry. Obviously, you just saw the TV and the fireplace kind of go away. I think there's a disconnect switch for that too, so it'll shut off when it opens. But a lot of good storage, and part of the legacy package is going to be one of these vacuums as well. So right underneath this, you have your hanging room, but you also get your travel lock. So right here, where is it? How do you grab that thing? So right there, you flip this up, and so that's how your travel lock works. But you just lower it down and latch it. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. But again, the soft close. So high-end finishes kind of all throughout, and really good window coverage here in this room without being too much. Now over on the bed, or over on the control on the wall here, you have the Euro loft. So you have this key, so you don't have to worry about the grandkids, you know, kind of messing with it when you don't want them to. And you just simply push the down button. And let me be quiet for a second. It's really smooth. It's really quiet. Again, it's sitting on that metal base all the way through. So I think it can hold like 800 pounds if I'm not mistaken. So you could do quite literally whatever you want on that. And the safety straps are just, you know, for that. They're just added safety just in case, I guess, something happens, or maybe it's insurance reasons. I don't really know. Also notice here on the roof, you'll see the returns. They use a whisper quiet AC system. So 3 15K ACs will be on this thing. So when the ACs are pumping and thumping, you don't have to worry about hearing them. You know, these are ones that I can leave on while I'm recording and not have to worry about it blowing up my video. So while I am pushing that the rest of the way, we're back here into the kitchen. It's a little bit of a different setup. There's last time I posted this, people seem to really love it or hate it. But I'll tell you, I really enjoy it. One, you get a TV that's in your kitchen. So if you're sitting down at the table, you know, you can watch a show, you can play some cards, you have a good view from all the windows. Again, they all open up for a good breeze. This can also be pulled out with a little centerpiece that goes in there. So now you can seat 4, play some cards. If you got to get a little bit of work done, you have a desk here with a feed through for all the cords to stay organized, along as all your plugins that you could need. And again, you're catching yourself a nice view. You also have a little junk drawer action, and then you have a bigger one down here. And it's all going to be dovetail construction, again, with the real hard wood. You also get a little overhead storage as well, which right now, I got the little Aquafina, baby. All right, so now let's move around. So this was one of the changes from 26s, is this used to all be flat, and it was almost too much cabinetry, was kind of the feedback that people were getting. So now they opened it up. So what do you feel about this? Do you guys like it like this? Me personally, I think it's really nice. I think now you have a place where I can put like my Keurig or, you know, like KitchenAid or something like that. If I'm whipping up some food, you know, you got the ability to get moving and a grooving. Dishwasher is also going to be coming standard in it. I love that. That's pretty cool. Little pull-out trays there. Love to see it. The dishwasher, like I was saying, right on over here on the island again. Solid surface countertops. Oh, shoot. That's right. Okay, so we're running just off the battery, so that's locked up here right now. But you got your dual stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. It's also one of the fancy ones. You can see it's got shower mode and jet mode. You're also going to get a nice little power tower right here as well to plug in a couple things. And then just like that, you're gone. It's also a wireless charger too. Place to put your cleaning brush, pull out trash can, and then a little bit of storage here up underneath. Who likes refrigerators? I know I sure do. I like keeping my food nice and cool, baby. And you got enough room for about a week's worth of groceries. No problemo right there. along with a freezer and a section where you can, you know, put get like an ice. It's an ice maker. Sorry, geez, oh Pete's. I'm struggling today. Drove 4.5 hours this morning. Shot over at Cedar Creek for a little while. Kind of did a pop in on them just to see if I could, and turns out they were able to pull this up. So Anthony, if you're watching, brother, I appreciate you for all the help today. Adding in some extra units is never a bad thing. Bada bing, bada boom. One of the fanciest microwaves known to man. I mean, you got cooking menus on the side. You can even cook up. You got SF7 for drumstick. You got drumstick mode in the Riverstone. Name another brand that's got drumstick mode. I'll wait. 2 more outlets in one of the industry's larger ovens with a 4-top burner to whip up all the fixings and enough room to cook a turkey in that bad boy, along with a little bit more storage, your fuse box, and then pull-out drawers on this side and again on that side. Let me give you one more little look here. Pretty darn snazzy. And then before we dipped away, what do you guys think about that too? I like the backlight of that. It looks really nice. Again, this is your TV, but you have outlet, plenty of countertop space for whatever you want to put. And these drawers are deceivingly deep. They don't look like they would be all that deep when you're just looking at it, but I think you could put just a bunch of stuff and it just kind of keeps on continuing on the way through. But I also really like the lighting structure on that. I think that's pretty nice. I used to like when Riverstone did the infinity light though. I wish they would bring that back. I thought that was a pretty cool feature that they had there. They're using the BM Pro for their basically situation. You can take all the lights, one click, you turn it off. You can check all your different motor settings for your like leveling and all that. Let's go ahead and get out of here. But then you can also check, you know, your different, you know, temperatures, your heat pump. So you're already going to get a heat pump in the main AC. So basically that's more electric heat to go with the, you know, the fireplace in the back, and then all your lighting. So each one of these are going to be on dimmers, which is, you know, pretty handy. You can also control them manually right here as well. And it used to be something that you could pop off the wall. I'm not sure if they're still Velcroed or not. But you can also control all the lighting systems with those as well. So there's another one right over here. All right, so now we are heading up. You got a pull-out drawer, a couple little night lights. This is going to be tied into the frame. So 3-inch thick walls, 16 on center for the studding, all going to be aluminum. They're also going to be a hung fiberglass exterior wall as opposed to a laminate that a lot of your fancier brands are still using. So it's definitely going to be a nicer way of doing things. Porcelain foot flush throne right there. Got a little place for your towels. You got dry towels in here, wet towels over there. The Tri-Glide glass series, opening it up into a big boy shower. So you won't have to worry about, you know, any of that. You probably can get one roundy and one flat. So I'm going to give it about a 1.3 on the roundy scale, 1.4. You got about 6-7 for head clearance. And I do love the shower head that they're using. Kind of that rainfall effect. And then you got the little wand to help clean some of the nitty gritty places, you know. Bowling gun, baby. You got the seamless sink right here, again with the solid surface. I'm going to sit down here. You can tell I got plenty of room for moving and grooving. And you got the old Steamer Stink Sucker 3000 right there up on the roof. 3 more pull-out drawers. Bada bing, bada boom. Truma Aquago, so a much more upgraded, basically on-demand heater. And then you're going to get 2 slides here in the bedroom. So you have this mini slide with your dresser setup. And then over here, you're going to get a king bed slide with storage up underneath. And then I have one on, one off right now, just to kind of show you the reading lights. Again, the day and night shades, so the half Dracula and full Dracula. And then outlets on both sides too. Those are going to be those other 2 chairs. Not much storage there up underneath outside of that, but you do get a little book storage over on the other side. 3 pull-out drawers. The bottom one's going to be about twice the depth on both sides for you. Another emergency exit, you know, in case you need it. Hopefully you never have to use it, but it's there if you do. And then washer and dryer coming standard in all the legacy models as well. And then over here, let me go ahead and put my gimbal inside of this. You got 2 racks for hanging room. And then you also have, you know, plenty of storage as well. So all of your stuff down there, your wife gets the rest. You guys are happy campers. Living life well, baby. But all right, you got head height in here, full profile. If you have to drop a comment, let me know what you think. Again, 2026 Riverstone 442. Almost busted my butt walking down the steps. 442 MC. If you guys have made it this far, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content and all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, all that good stuff will be down in the description along with that link for Funtown RV. But I mean, what a beautiful shot here. All right, so now that we're on the exterior, again, hung fiberglass paint, hung fiberglass for the sidewalls. You also have 4 times the clear coat on the exterior for the paint job. And this is going to be one of a couple different options that you can rock. They also have the molded fiberglass front cap with the new kind of lighting structure that a lot of people are going with. But I think Riverstone does a very, very good job in where they put it and how they put it. And then of course you got the Kurt Helix there too as well. Right under here, you're gonna have room for a generator if you would like, but this is going to be one of your 4 cameras. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling, 2 30-pound propane bottles with the switchover as well. Oh shoot, the pass-through storage is locked, but that is a mighty big pass-through storage. Hopefully the rest of this isn't locked. I didn't even think about asking for that. This right here, soft glow awning. You also have your secondary awning right here. Notice this one also has the slide toppers installed, so I highly encourage you to order them with the slide toppers. That should be still optional. Triple axle, because this is a beefy camper, and it's also got the road armor suspension, which you can beef that up too if you would like. I think that's an outdoor kitchen or an outdoor. There's an option for an outdoor TV, at least there used to be. Looks like everything's gonna be locked, guys. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna show you where the valves are. I guess get skedaddling. Backup camera, 2-inch receiver, as well as a 300-pound hitch rating. And then you have a ladder with a 250-pound weight capacity to get on top of your fully walkable roof. It's also gonna be on an angle too, which is nice just to help you kind of, pop your foot up and get up there a little easier. Cord reel right here. And then you also have your dump valve located right under there for your sewer and waste holding tanks. Black tank flush. And then, yeah, can't really show you the rest. So I kind of guess it is what it is. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Sorry for not being able to show you the exterior storage, but that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. But this is the 2026 Riverstone Legacy 442 MC. My name is Hunter. Have a great day. See you.